Hey, Trojan Nation, welcome back to another Tune In Trojans broadcast. I am joined by head basketball coach David Moe today. The women Trojans basketball team has been quite busy here these last few weeks. In their last 10 games alone, or 11 games alone, they have won 10 of those, which has been a super fun thing to watch for this team. Coach, recently you guys just played the Raiders, the Northwestern Raiders, last night, winning that game 80-64. Can you give us a little bit of a recap of all of this craziness that has been going on for your team in that last game and kind of these last few weeks?
Yeah, I'll start with Bellevue because that was the game before these last two games. We lost that game at Bellevue. We lost on a last second shot, and that was 2 weeks ago, December 3rd, whatever it was. And it's never fun to lose by any means, but our team did a really good job of handling that adversity and using it as a positive. We really learned from that game. We didn't play 40 minutes of basketball, and like I said last time, I don't think we deserved to win that game. But we definitely used that as an opportunity to learn and grow. And we had two really good weeks of practice leading into Briarcliff. And the main message we have been saying since Bellevue was we need to get a sense of urgency. Everything we do, every single moment of practice, of film, of whatever we're doing, we need a sense of urgency of getting better in this moment. And we had great practices leading into Briarcliff, who's a really good team. They're ranked number 22 in the country. They came to our place this last Sunday. We had lost to them earlier in the year at Concordia, and so it was already going to be a really fun game against them. But we played probably 30 of the 40 minutes. There's about a 10-minute stretch there where we kind of dipped, but our team played really well for 30 minutes, and we ended up winning that game at home. And anytime you can, number one, play a GPAC team at home, beat a GPAC team, or just play a ranked team, like those are fun games. And our players did great, and we kind of used that momentum and confidence from Briarcliff going into Northwestern, who's ranked number 15 in the country. We went to their place last night, and we played 40 minutes of basketball. We played really well. Northwestern's a really good team, and our team played with a sense of urgency the whole game. We were pretty relentless. Just defensively, we are flying around. Our main focus was we didn't want to foul because they're such a good free throw shooting team. We didn't want to foul, and we wanted to control the glass. And we only gave up 3 offensive rebounds to Northwestern, who's a great rebounding team, and they only shot 8 free throws. And so we did a great job, just the players collectively, of having that sense of urgency, playing together, just getting downhill. We were pretty fun to watch last night, and it was such a great game and a great way to go into break because I told the team before the game, said there's no way I'm sitting at home over Christmas with a taste of a loss in my mouth. So we're not losing this game, and they played great.
Well, that's certainly great to hear. And speaking of break, now that campus is in full swing of winter break, what does that kind of look like for your team practice wise? What are some things that your team does over break to stay fresh?
Yeah, getting away and just kind of having some time to recover is so good for the college athletes. We have they after the game last night, they're now off until we come back the night of the 27th. So they get about 6 or 7 days off to just kind of get home, be around family, and just recharge, regroup. We also use this time to really reflect on what we've done so far this year. What are some things we're doing well? What are some things that we need to improve on from an individual standpoint and a team standpoint? We have them, look at film and watch film. Coach Vass does a great job of sending home some workout plans and stuff that they can follow. We'll have them, do some shooting on their own at home, but it's really about being around family, recharging, regrouping, and just kind of coming back with a whole new sense of energy. That's really important. We like I said, we bring them back the night the 27th, which is more of a shooting practice. It's mainly just a chance to make sure everyone gets here safe, so we can head forward. And then we'll have 2 full practices on the 20th and 29th, and then we go to Morningside, who's another really good team, on the 30th. And so I'm really excited to see how our team handles the success we had over Briarcliff and Northwestern going forward against Morningside, and then it's all conference play after that. Once the new year hits, it's nothing but North Star teams, and I think our team is ready for the next challenge every single moment.
Well, that's certainly exciting, Coach. Thanks again for coming in. This is certainly a really exciting time for your team. Everyone in Georgia Nation is enjoying watching your team online. I know I am. But I want to wish you a happy rest of your break and your team as well. And thanks again for coming in and talking with us today.
Absolutely, Merry Christmas to everyone.
Thank you for tuning in to another Tune In Trojans broadcast with us. Let's go over and take a look at our weekly schedule for next week. So we want to wish everyone here at DSU Athletics a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year as well. Right before New Year's, basketball is going to be taking over at Dakota State University. We'll have basketball on the 29th for men. They'll be playing Northwestern at 2 p.m. in Bellevue, Nebraska. Moving on to Friday, the men's basketball team will continue and they will play again against Haskell Indian Nations University at 2 p.m. in Bellevue. Meanwhile, our women's team will be facing off against Morningside at 6 p.m. in Sioux City, Iowa. If you are interested in hearing more about all of these matchups and the events coming up at athletics at Dakota State University, you can check all of that information at our website at www.dsuathletics.com. Thanks again, Trojan Nation. And until next time, go Trojans.